When I first started my cold approach journey, like seeing a cute girl, walking up to her, starting a conversation with her, I wasn't sure how to actually break the ice with women that I didn't have a reason to talk to. I'd watch cold approach videos on YouTube and find myself on Quora articles and r/seduction, which that's a dark place for a guy to be in. Don't go there. But I was just trying to piece it all together. That was 3 years ago, and today I'm not a guru by any means, but approaching women that I find attractive doesn't faze me at all. I've had a fun dating life, and overall I feel a lot more relaxed as a man. Like, I feel grounded in who I am as a man, which wasn't the case a few years ago. My goal for this video is to help you understand that talking to women in real life, like approaching them, that type of thing, is way easier than a lot of these cringy pickup artists make it seem. You don't need to be a seduction expert to talk to women. You don't need to be a pickup artist. You don't need to be a rizzler or whatever you want to call it. It's actually way easier than you think. Why do so many guys, including me a few years ago, why do we overthink this stuff so much? Us men, especially Gen Z, millennial aged men, we grew up in a world that revolves around dating apps, or at least that's what we're conditioned to think. It seems like everyone you know is on dating apps, and then you go on social media and sometimes you'll see women calling men who approach them creepy. So you're like, all right, not gonna do that. So you go back on the dating apps and it just sucks. Like, you're not getting any matches. But finally, every once in a while, you get a match. You get that fiery red, pink, Tinder glowing match notification. You click on it and see her profile, and she's actually pretty cute. And at first you're all excited because you're like, fuck yeah, I finally matched with a girl that I find attractive. But then you get this feeling in your gut, this shitty feeling that screams, I can't fuck this up. You probably know what I'm talking about, right? You get a match and then you have this like dread where you're like, I have to say the perfect thing in order for her to respond to me. And that's exactly why you're so afraid of talking to women in real life. You still have that dating app mentality. Because with dating apps, you have to stand out, right? There's other guys in her DMs, and you have to say something like perfect and clever and intriguing so that she actually responds to you and not, the other, 100 guys in her DMs. So naturally, you're gonna be worried about fucking it up, right? You have this one shot. Plus, if she does respond, you have to have these like perfect responses to keep her interested, because again, there's like hundreds of guys in her DMs. She's literally matching with like every guy she swipes on. You have to stand out. That's the problem. It's fucked up, and it's honestly not your fault, but because of dating apps, most guys were conditioned to think that you have to have this perfect ChatGPT opening line and perfect response to everything she says. I struggle with that too on dating apps a lot, honestly, and sometimes I'd spend like an hour trying to come up with the perfect opening line. I'd look through her profile and see like what I could piece together to create this like intriguing opening line. And if she did respond, she would usually respond with like something bland, and I'm like, all right, like it's on me to come up with something interesting again. It honestly felt like I was playing 5D chess with the girl's attention span, when all I really wanted was a genuine, real human connection with a girl that I was attracted to. Now, over the course of 4 years using dating apps, I did end up meeting a girl that became my girlfriend for 2 years, but 4 years and meeting one girl. I actually met two girls off of dating apps. I went on a date with one girl, and then the second girl, about a couple weeks later, I hit a hot streak. Two girls in the span of 4 years. And actually, she became my girlfriend for about 2 years after that. And that's cool, but using dating apps for 4 years and just meeting one girl, like meaningful girl off of it, is very pathetic, and it just shouldn't be that hard. After my girlfriend and I broke up, I was 23 years old, I was single, but I was like, there's no fucking way I'm using dating apps again, because it's gonna be like another 3 years until I see a girl probably. I'm young, I'm in my self-improvement era. I should be meeting up with women more regularly. Like, I should be able to have more control over my dating life and not just be like a leaf flowing in the wind of like the Tinder algorithm and whatnot. I didn't want to rely on social gatherings and parties because honestly, a lot of my friends were pretty introverted as well. There were parties and stuff, but once every month or two, right? Like, I didn't want to rely on those to like meet a girl that was like a friend of a friend or something. I wanted to have more control over my own dating life. So I decided that I was just going to start approaching women in real life. I was scared for sure, but I just kept doing it anyways and quickly realized that it was so much easier than dating apps. I would approach women a lot. Like, I would force myself, like sometimes even every day, multiple times a day, to just like break through my fear of talking to a girl that I thought was cute. I quickly realized that it was so much easier. Like, there wasn't any perfect opening line or this anxiety of having to have this perfect response to everything. It was just what I always wanted, which was an opportunity to have a real, genuine human connection with a girl that I was attracted to. Plus, have her see me for who I actually was and not like some amalgamation of shitty photos that I thought were good enough to put on my Tinder profile. Time and time again, in different countries and different cities, I would approach women that I found attractive and found that the conversations were real, they were genuine, they were human. And it was just fun. What I say to women when I first approach them is literally the most straightforward, honest, direct thing that you could possibly imagine. It's literally, hey, excuse me, this is random, but I thought you were cute. I wanted to come say hi.
Hi, it's random. I was across the street and I saw you. I thought you were really cute. And I just wanted to say hi.
Thank you. That's
Yeah,
nice.
I dodged traffic to come say hi to you.
No clever opening line, no overthinking for hours, just me being my honest, vulnerable self. Now, I'm not saying you have to copy that word for word, like, hey, I think you're cute, I wanted to come say hi. But there are a few things that I'm doing on purpose that are important for you to understand. Something I've realized pretty recently, honestly, is the importance of giving her some context as to why you're talking to her so that she understands you better, right? The goal is for you to not be misunderstood. So sometimes I'll say something like, hey, I'm about to go meet a friend, but I thought you were really cute. I wanted to come say hi real quick.
Hi, this is random. I was just walking by. I'm about to meet a friend, but you look very cute. I wanted to say what's up.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Megan.
Hi, I'm Jacob.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
I'm
You're
good.
welcome to sit.
Oh, sure, yeah.
The whole I'm about to go meet a friend thing, it's good because you're basically telling her that you're not going to talk to her forever. I realized this over time from my own conversations that when I did say something like that, girls were typically a bit more relaxed and, open to having a conversation with me. I recently realized why it's better. The thing is, you have to remember that when you approach women, for you, it's a huge deal, right? It's this big event that you're building up to. You're nervous about it, right? Like you're going to maybe even drive out to a place to go do it, somewhere like with people. You have to remember that for women, they're just living their own life, right? Like they're just walking around, they have their own shit on their mind, they have shit that they need to do. So when you approach a woman and say, hey, I think you're cute, I wanted to come say hi, for some women, that's totally fine and you'll have a good conversation with them. But there are some women who might have a question pop into their head, which is, all right, how long is he going to talk to me? She might get a bit defensive and closed off because she's not sure how long you're trying to talk to her, right? So instead of being present in the conversation with you, she's going to be thinking, all right, how do I get rid of this guy? I don't want to talk to him forever. But if you say something like, hey, I'm about to go meet a friend, but I thought you were really cute and wanted to come say hi real quick, that sort of thing kind of helps her understand your intentions better, which is that, hey, you're not trying to take up a bunch of her time. You just want to talk for a few minutes and then you'll head out. You yourself have stuff to do and you're just casually talking to her before you continue on with your day. Sometimes I'll literally describe what I'm doing. So I'll be like, hey, I'm about to go grab coffee real quick, but thought you were cute and wanted to say hi. Or recently there was two girls that were walking towards me on a sidewalk and I was walking towards them and I had a bag of food from a restaurant to go. One of the girls was really cute. So I walked by her. As I was walking by her, I was like, excuse me, I'm about to go eat food real quick, but I thought you were really cute. I wanted to say hi. The conversation was really good. They were happy to talk to me. And I got her number, blah, blah, blah. You could imagine different scenarios, right? You're at the gym and you're, about to leave and you see your gym crush and you say, hey, excuse me, this is random. I'm about to head out, but I thought you were really cute. I wanted to say hi real quick. Or you could be at the grocery store and say something like, hey, I'm about to go grab almonds, but you're really cute. I want to say hi real quick. It's fun, it's casual, it's spontaneous. It's just a fun way to give some context to the whole situation as to why you're talking to her, kind of what you're doing. It helps her understand who you are a bit, plus also makes her realize that you're not going to talk to her forever. You have stuff to do. This is going to be a quick conversation. Another thing that you need to keep in mind, this is really important, you need to tell her that you think she's cute. Otherwise, she's going to be kind of confused as to why you're talking to her. Some guys are afraid of being bold and honest and vulnerable because they think it's creepy. It's literally the opposite. You want to make it clear as to why you're talking to her so that she has no doubts in her mind. Just imagine you walk up to a girl and you say, hey, I wanted to come say hi to you real quick. It's all right, why do you want to come say hi to me? It's just the obvious question that'll come up in her mind. Again, there's a question that pops into her head. You could try to think about it as with your opening line, you're trying to pre-answer any questions that might pop into her head, those initial questions. Plus, women can kind of sense when you're being fake. I coached a guy once, and before he met me, he would walk up to women and say stuff like, hey, I love your vibe. I just wanted to come say hi to you real quick. Or I love your style, or I love your energy. I wanted to come say hi to you real quick. And he wasn't a cool hippie, vibe energy type of guy. He was kind of an awkward introverted guy who would stutter a little bit, but he tried to, sound what he thought was cool and say stuff like, hey, I love your energy and I love your style. And stuff like that, women can just see right through you when you're trying to be fake. And, you're saying some shit that you read on r/seduction, people there are fucking losers. But again, he thought he was being cool because he thought that being honest and vulnerable was wrong. Or maybe he didn't even realize that being vulnerable and authentic was a good thing to do. So after meeting me, I simplified it for him. I was like, bro, just say the honest truth, which is, hey, I think you're cute. I wanted to come say hi. And he started saying that, and the conversations for him got way better. A woman can sense that you're talking to her because you find her attractive, right? Why else would a man just approach a woman on the street? he finds her attractive, right? 99% of the time. So when you don't call it out, like when you don't say something about it, it kind of creates this tension, like this elephant in the room where she's like, he's not really like comfortable within his own skin. Like he's not confident in his own actions because he's not telling me that, hey, I thought you were cute. I wanted to come say hi. Like if you're kind of beating around the bush and you're saying like, I love your style or I love your energy, and you're kind of like talking about everything except the fact that you found her attractive, it just doesn't make any sense really. Like it doesn't add up. Like why are you talking to me? Like is it really because you love my style? I doubt it. The third thing that I really want to emphasize, and this might be the hardest thing for a lot of guys, but just have fun, just loosen up, try to relax. This will get easier over time, I promise. But the more relaxed and loose you are, the better the conversation will be. Even if the girl rejects you or says like, yeah, I have a boyfriend, sorry, or even if she says something a little bit more harsh, like, sorry, I'm not interested, you're gonna feel fine. You're gonna be like relaxed and loose, and you're gonna say, all right, yeah, no worries, no problem, have a good day, and that's it. How do you feel relaxed? Honestly, this is a pretty broad topic, and I will make a video on this specific topic eventually, but my short answer is don't follow a script, all right? The reason you're so nervous is because of this idea that you need to be perfect, right? You need to say the perfect opening line, the perfect response. You want to try to predict how the conversation is going to go so that you could give her the perfect response. You don't need to follow a script. You just need to be present and honest and authentic and vulnerable. And honestly, this is the hardest part for guys, but you just have to let your brain come up with something on its own. That's always going to be better than you going into a conversation with like this pre-written, pickup line or something. Even that whole thing that I mentioned earlier, like, hey, I'm about to go meet a friend, but I want to come talk to you, or I'm about to, grab some almonds, but I wanted to come talk to you. That's supposed to keep you in the present moment. It kind of loosens you up a little bit and makes it more fun for you. Like if you're at the gym and you see a really cute girl, she's your gym crush, and you're super, super nervous to go talk to her because you're like, damn, how is this going to go? It's honestly a million times better to just bite the bullet and walk up to her and say, hey, excuse me, honestly, I'm pretty nervous right now, but I saw you from over there and I thought you were really cute. I know it's like the gym, so I don't know if I should be doing this, but I thought you were cute, and I don't know, I don't want to leave without saying hi. You can kind of just imagine how like being honest like that will be better than you walking over to her and trying to like recite this like perfect pickup line that you saw. I think she's gonna be like, what the fuck is this guy? You're like stuttering and stuff. Relaxing and just being your honest self will always be a million times better. Like even in this scenario that I just laid out, there's a chance she's gonna think, oh, he's so sweet. Like he's nervous, but he's talking to me anyways. Like I'll give him a chance, I'll hear him out. At least she knows exactly who you are rather than like this fake, inauthentic version of yourself. Because she knows who you are. She knows who she's talking to, right? Like if you come up with this like inauthentic, fake shell of a person, persona, she's gonna be fucking creeped out. She's like, why is this guy talking to me, right? But again, that honesty, even if you're nervous as fuck, will always be better, right? Like a woman will always give you the benefit of the doubt if you're nervous, right? Because there's a chance that she actually appreciates the fact that you're nervous, but you're still doing it. Like that shows that you're brave. It shows that you are a man who doesn't let his fear control him, right? It's good. That's a good thing. Plus, you'll feel good too, man. You'll feel good that you were being yourself, you were being authentic, you were being honest, and nothing bad happened. You revealed the scariest thing to reveal, which is, oh my God, I'm nervous to talk to you. And guess what? The world didn't end. Even if the girl is like not interested in you, it's like, man, so what? You revealed who you were and it was fine. Plus, you get better at this over time. Eventually, you won't be as nervous and it's gonna be a lot more casual, and you'll just be able to have fun more naturally. So honestly, when it comes to an opening line, just follow those 3 steps and I guarantee you'll be in a way better place than you are right now. The reason why I'm making these videos and sharing my message is because honestly, it really upsets me, like just seeing the way that most men are these days. Everyone's on dating apps and everyone's afraid of approaching a woman because, everyone's overthinking stuff, like there's somehow porn's intertwined in this, that it always is. Social media, women calling men creepy and men kind of like thinking, like my issue is that good men group themselves into like the creepy men that women complain about, right? Like you'll see women on social media complain about like, oh my God, some creep like wouldn't stop talking to me. She'll complain about like some guy catcalling her, and good men who have no bad intentions associate themselves with those men, right? So they're like, talking to women in real life is like bad. It's creepy. Women don't want me to talk to them. And you just like count yourself out automatically. Like you just reject yourself because from what you see on social media. And, you know, a lot of men go to dating apps, but they're not really attractive enough for dating apps. Like a few years ago when I was on dating apps, I looked like this. I wasn't fucking attractive at all. I was just a regular guy. I mean, now I'm a little bit, I'll give myself some props, right? Like I've been working on myself, right? I have some hair now and I've been working out. I like the mustache thing that I've got going on. A lot of men just don't have success on dating apps and it makes them super depressed. You know, they feel like they're not worthy of even being alive, right? Because when you really think about it, right, like our sole purpose is to procreate. And when you're a young man who's like in his sexual prime and you're not really seeing anything happening for yourself, right? Like there's no women that are interested in you off of dating apps, then you kind of feel fucking worthless. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. Like it's that serious. You get depressed, you get suicidal even because you're like, I am not meant to procreate. What the fuck, right? The thing is, it's not that you aren't meant to procreate. It's not that no women out there love you or find you attractive or anything. It's just that the method that most, like 99% of men rely on is broken. Dating apps are fucking broken for most men, right? Unless you look like a Chad and you have, you know, six-pack abs and you're like really attractive, you're not gonna succeed on dating apps. And you might get lucky like once every few years or like, you know, maybe, you know, I mean, that's what it was for me, honestly. I had no success in college on dating apps. It's incredibly fucking depressing. And I want to share this message for young men out there and even like guys that are older that are struggling with this, that dating apps, if you are not finding them to be effective for you, it's not that you are defective. You just need to try another method of finding women. The amazing thing with approaching women, right? Like cold approaching or what I honestly don't love using like technical terms like cold approach because it's like, it's just you're walking up to a woman and saying hi and talking to her, right? It doesn't have to be this like technical like thing. Once you start approaching women in real life and having real life conversations and, you know, looking women that you find attractive in the eyes and, you know, making them laugh even, so many other things in your life will start to get better. Like you'll just feel more confident in yourself as a man. You'll feel more confident in how you speak and the things that you say. Maybe right now you're kind of questioning like even just how you speak, right? Once you start getting success by approaching women, which you will, I guarantee it, you'll start feeling more comfortable with like so many other things in your life. You'll start feeling so much more comfortable with yourself in so many areas. Like you'll feel more comfortable maybe pursuing a career that you thought you were not good enough for, right? Just in general, any goal that you felt was out of reach, now all of a sudden feels obtainable, which is just huge. I really want you to get better at this. Like I want to give you tailored advice. Like what can you actually do? Like how can you actually grow in this area of your life? The framework for getting better at this is the same, but everyone has different limiting beliefs and insecurities that hold them back from becoming the man who they really want to be. And I want to help you, right? Yes, you. So book a call with me when you get a chance. The link is down below. I'm also building a community of like-minded men that are tired of dating apps, tired of biting their tongue, and they want to just be more adventurous, explore the world, talk to women that they find attractive, and just level up their life in every way possible. The link to that community is also down below, and that's it. I'll see you guys next time.